Hi, this series of videos is going to show you how to make the crafts for the D7N4 Girl Scout Zombie event later this month. In this video, we're going to learn how to take a simple t-shirt and some cording and turn it into a nifty drawstring bag the girls are going to use later in the event. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is to make sure that your t-shirt has the name label on it and the troop number. This is very important because we want to make sure that the girls go home with their right t-shirt. Once you've done that, you're going to spread the t-shirt out. We're going to do this ahead of time while they're listening to the Zombie Squad do their presentation. And we're going to prep the t-shirt so that it'll be ready. So what we need to do is to put in the holes in the hem where the girls are going to be feeding the drawstring into. So this shirt right here has a hole on either side of the bottom hem. It's going to be on the outside right here. So we're going to take our pen and we're going to mark where the slot needs to be. Now, if you have a dark t-shirt, you can also use a piece of chalk to show where to do that. And then the last one we're going to do is just on the inside of the collar right here. We'll put a slot there as well. Okay, once you've marked that, you're going to take some scissors, get some good sharp scissors, and I'll show you how to make the slits. So this is going to be on the outside of the hem. You can try to fold it a little bit right here. It makes it easier, and all you do is cut. And there you go, there's a hole. If it's not quite big enough, you can make it a little bigger, okay? Same thing on this other side. I see where the slit is. Try to fold it in half a little bit so it makes it easier just to use your cutting motion. There we go. And the last one is going to be on the neckline. Now we're going to start off doing the drawstring on the neck because that's the easiest one, and that'll help the girls figure out how to do the more difficult one at the bottom, okay? So all they're going to do is they're going to take their string. Now you're going to get 3 sets of string like this. There's going to be 2 really long ones. Those are 8 feet long. That's for this bottom one. Then you also have one that's about 27 inches. And you'll notice it's got 2 different safety pins on it. You'll have one bigger one here, and then you'll have a smaller one. It should be more out to the center. And we're just going to safety pin it to the tag. We do that so that the girls don't accidentally pull it all the way through. So if you've ever done any kind of bunching up using safety pin and a string, all you do is you stick it into here, into that slot, and just start going all the way around. So you'll slide the t-shirt along the safety pin and then pull. Slide the t-shirt and pull. It's really a very simple concept, and the neck is a great place to start because the hem here is much, much bigger. So you can see to do this, if you know what you're doing, you can do it in a minute. I think I'm going to pre-do the t-shirts for all the daisies, the bottom part, so that this is going to be the only section they're doing. Hopefully you'll only have 3 girls that you're going to be helping at the most so that you can get this all done in time. So once you've got to the edge, you're going to bunch it through like this, take off your safety pins. Okay. There we go. So you've got it right here. Now they can turn it inside out like this. Pull it nice and tight, and then they're going to get their string, bunch this up, wrap it around one direction, this will go the other, pull. And hopefully every Girl Scout knows how to do a square knot, which is you just take your right string, wrap it over and under the left, then you take your left over and under. There we go. You can do this a couple of times. But now you'll notice when you turn it right side out again, the hole in the middle is gone. Okay, so to make the actual drawstring part on the bottom, we're going to do the same thing. Now, ahead of time, while the girls again are listening to that Zombie Squad talk, we're going to prep their t-shirts. So everyone's going to have this long string here, And you're going to take the end that has the safety pin with a couple inches left. It's going to be a cheaper safety pin. Just put it here, and that's just to lock it in place so the girls don't lose it, okay? Key thing is to make sure the string is not tangled, because that makes it much more difficult. All right, now that we've done this step, we're going to take this here, go in through the slot that we've made, go all the way down one end, pull it through, so we've got some here at the end, go right back in to this other slot and come all the way out, and again pull it through, and then we'll safety pin it to the sleeve so we can work on the other side. So we get it in here and just start feeding it through. They may need a little bit of help doing it, getting it in the first couple of inches, but you can see how fast it goes. Now, if a girl has a t-shirt where this bottom hem has been cut off, it's not going to work, and we're going to have to give her one of the spares that I'll bring. Hopefully we don't have too many like that. Okay, almost through for the first one. And the key is they just need to make sure that they hold on to the head of the safety pin and then pull, and then eventually go back and draw it through. Okay, so here's the other end. We're going to pull it out. All right, so that you can see that it's mostly all the way through. Okay, and we do that again just so that it's easier, so that when you're feeding it through, you're not trying to fight the bunching all the way. So once you've got it all the way pulled, you go back in through that slot and do the same thing. I'm pretty sure the brownies will be able to do this. The juniors will have no problem. In fact, they may even be done early. So I'll probably schedule them first so that you get the hang of it and you're really prepared when it's time for the daisies and the brownies. All right. So we've fed it through both ways. It's nice and loose here. We take our safety pin, clip it to the sleeve, and we're set. Now we're ready to start on the next end. And hopefully this will have been prepped ahead of time by us so that the girls won't forget to clip this in. Okay, so we have our string. We make sure there's no knots in it. Okay, now the second part's a little more difficult because it's already got a string going through. Doesn't matter which way you go. Just get started. Okay. Now occasionally the other string might start to bunch up. And if that's the case, you just pull it through here and it'll get rid of that so that it goes by more quickly. You can see that it's bunching up a little right now. There we go. So again, just help the girls so when they push a few inches through that they hold on the edge and then they pull the t-shirt. They don't want to pull the string part because they'll just pull it right back out again. Now it takes me about 6 minutes, 7 minutes to do a t-shirt that's already been prepped. Okay, so I'm hoping that they can do it in 20. So again, we've come to that hole. We're going to pull it through so this isn't too long so that we can feed this through with ease. Okay? Back through this hole again. And they just have to be sure that they don't want to go back the same way again. So if they've gone on the bottom, the second part has to be the top. If they go back through the bottom again, they're just going to undo all their work. Now, you should probably you're going to have about 4 to 5 girls assigned to you, or that'll be in your area to help. Just make sure that they're making progress. You're going to find some girls that just need to get started and some that are going to need a lot more attention. So you're going to have to sort of budget your time for those. And there should be several adults in each session, so you can call on them to help the girls who are in more need of assistance. All right, so it's bunching up a little bit here. There we go. Almost out. There we go. Okay, this got caught here. So you pull this one through, safety pin it, and we can have our drawstring action. But we want to open it because we still have to turn the t-shirt inside out. Okay, so now that we've got the drawstring in place, you're going to turn the t-shirt inside out again. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the neck hole, but this time we're doing it with the sleeves. Don't worry if the strings aren't even, that's not too important at this part. Okay, so you want to have a couple of inches out. Now you can take your safety pins off. I wouldn't do it until you get to this point because you don't want the girls, again, to lose their ends. All right, so now that you've done that, get about maybe 4 or 5 inches there, and you're going to take this edge here, wrap it around once or twice, take the other side, go the opposite direction. If you do it the same way, you won't be able to tie a knot. Okay, oops. And again, just make your square knot. Maybe one extra, just to be sure. Okay, that's one end. We go to the second sleeve here. All right. There's both of our ends. Okay, get a few inches out. Take the safety pins off. Okay. You don't want too much through because then they won't have enough to be the drawstring part. So you've got about, maybe 6 inches or so. Again, bunch it up. Take one end, wrap it around a couple times one direction. The other end goes around the other direction. Okay? Right over left, left over right, right over left again. There's your knot. All you have to do now is turn it inside out. Okay. We can even the ends a little bit as you pull it through. Once you've got it evened out, it should work. I think for this one, okay. And then pull, and there you have it, a drawstring bag. They can put whatever they need for their bug-out bag inside. Hope you understand this, and we'll see you at the event.